I understand that you chose not to respond to the Unit 5 Teachers Union's survey as part of their whole endorsement process. Why not?
Well, I grew up in a union family, so I had my brothers and my dad were part of 4 different unions, so I know about unions and the benefits and the not benefits of that. When we started doing the signatures and stuff, the teachers union never asked me to interview at that time. So I go through the objection process to object to forms that were filled out incorrectly. And then when I get to that room, I see this nice dressed lawyer sitting there, and I didn't know who he was. And I see these other people sitting behind the 2 other candidates who we were objecting. And then I find out, well, that's the teachers union guy. They paid for that. And then there's teachers union president behind him. So they kind of drew the line then and said, hey, we selected our candidates. And then after that, they asked me to fill out a form to see if I want to receive their recommendation, and they've already come out against me. So it's kind of confusing in my opinion. But unions are the teachers union needs to be limited on the school board, because if a school board is going to be effective, do you want it to be all teachers union representatives and bought and paid for, right? There's a teachers union contract to be negotiated in 2023, so this is part of the reason why they're pushing so hard to do that, I believe. But I think students first and parents and teachers should all have equal representation on a school board. That just makes a more efficient school board. Right now, we're very heavy on the teachers union, and the proficiencies, as I said, is lacking. So they haven't really helped, and what they did with COVID hasn't helped. We need to have a barrier from that kind of oppression.
What oppression?
The COVID oppression, that they shut down the schools. The parents didn't have that choice. I'm sure I wasn't around I wasn't involved in Unit 5 at that time at COVID, but I've heard that they got pretty rancid in some of those school board meetings. So it got hot and heavy with some complaints, and so whatever the reason, it was just they decided they had to shut down the school or force masks on students, even after the masking mandates were really being lifted, from what I understand. I know that in private schools, they weren't doing that. And my grandkids at the time were in the preschool, the preschool stuff. Mm-hmm. Or what's the one that Dombrowski's on? I forget.
Oh, yeah, Little
Jewels. Yeah, yep. So they were in that, and they didn't shut down. I mean, you didn't have to shut down. You didn't have to force kids home.
Yeah.
That was oppressive to me, and it's really harmful for the students, and it's too bad.